Hello everyone, my name is Shine. Today I am reacting to the very explosive, possibly explosive, debut of Ateez. I am checking out today Pirate King. This is the performance version. I will be checking out Treasure in a couple of days, so you guys can watch out for that. I obviously have reacted to Pirate King. It was when they did it for the showcase for the reality show. But because I guess this is the title track for their debut, I'm just like, I'm gonna watch this anyway. Because it's Ateez, it's Pirate King. I want to see if it's maybe a little bit different from how we saw it in the showcase. And so, yeah. Also, I'm wearing the same shirt as I did when I wore it. I thought I'd pay a little homage to that first video that I did of this. So, anyway, I'm going to get straight into this. I'm super excited, dude. I have a lot more to talk about with these kiddos, so without further ado, this is Ateez with Pirate King. Performance version, obviously. Here we go. Ah! Also, this is majestic. Apparently they filmed in Morocco. So good to hear the studio version of this. Oh, I can't believe they finally debuted. Hey! Hey! Oh! I found my bias. I think I could change. Ah, this breakdown though. Ugh. Whoa. That's different. Or I just don't remember this correctly. Whoosh! Dude. It's just as majestic as I've heard it the last time, and it's really good to see that we got a performance version, because I was really curious about the choreo too. And I know I mentioned that I think it was Rita Hara, I think that's her name, who did the choreo. She also did the choreo for Treasure, from what I've heard too. And I love her because she is so good with her choreos and stuff. But dude, Pirate King, man, it's funny because I remember when I reacted to the showcase version, I was just like, dude, I was curious about what they're gonna debut with. I was thinking that if this was a debut song, that they would just like completely kill it. And funny enough, it became one of their title tracks for their debut. Obviously, their other title track is Treasure. I will definitely, like I said, we'll be checking that out. But man, dude, Ateez just came in blazing. And in case you guys didn't see my reaction to, because my very first reaction to Ateez was when they were called KQ Fellas, and they released a song from when they finished up the song that they wrote when they finished up the US training. And then when the showcase came out, or when the reality show came out, I obviously watched that. I reacted to Pirate King from the showcase version, and then now I'm reacting to Pirate King official debut version. Is it just me, or is this like slightly different, obviously, from the showcase? Unless it's like pretty much the same, it's just that the only difference is there's like no fan screaming and we actually get to see the whole choreo. But dude, Ateez have come in blazing. I've mentioned this on Twitter too. I think Ateez might be one of the strongest, if not the strongest, rookie debut this year. Because they've literally come in guns blazing with Pirate King. I'm probably thinking that once Pirate King promotions are over, they might switch to Treasure promotions. So this is probably going to be a whole maybe month or two of promotions for them. Because as of me recording this, which is October 27th for a note, I've only seen that they've done promotions for Pirate King. There's only two shows they've been on when they sing Pirate King, so I'm curious how the promotions will work. I don't know if they're promoting Treasure by the time this is out, or they promoted it after like a couple of weeks. Who knows? I'm excited regardless. I'm really excited for Treasure too, because obviously if they're coming in guns blazing with Pirate King, what is Treasure going to be like? Also, the teasers were majestic as all heck. I was curious every time I watched the teasers that came out. I was curious, like, where did they film this? And apparently they filmed this in Morocco, and that's impressive, honestly, to be able to go overseas to film your debut. Reminder, this is only their debut. Like, how much more better are they gonna get? And they get to film their debut track MVs in freaking Morocco. I don't think I've really seen that much of, like, I guess, expensive rookie debuts. I haven't seen a lot of that. Like, especially this year. And, you know, KQ Entertainment is a pretty small company, but they do have really good artists under their label, so no doubt that their rookies get the best of treatment. So, that's aside the point. Ateez. I'm super excited for them. Obviously, like I've mentioned, I've known them since KQ Fellas, since they were called KQ Fellas. Someone retweeted their first performance video, like a clip of it, onto my timeline. I went to the one that they posted. I obviously watched the full thing, and I'm just like, dude, I'm gonna check these kiddos out. I'm gonna wait for these kids to debut, watch everything, and obviously now I've watched them debut, and it's like surreal for me. It's just like they're one of the few rookie groups I've seen this year where I'm like, these guys are definitely gonna blow up. Like, these guys are so good. Like, there's no way they couldn't catch any attention, especially with this song, Pirate King, because right now they're promoting only that right now. I'm not sure when Treasure is going to be promoted, if they're going to promote Treasure, but Pirate King is like the best choice, and I still think about when I, reacted to the showcase, like I mentioned, and I was like, dude, if this was a debut song, they would catch all the attention, and look at it. It's not only their pre-debut track, but it's also their debut track, and it's like, so anyway, all in all, simply put, this was just as, thrilling to hear again as it was the first time. I'm so happy we get to see, like, the choreos and stuff. Really glad that they actually have a music video for this. I wasn't expecting, honestly, I would have figured that this was going to be maybe, like, a B-side that they would have promoted later on their promotions. And they would have a different title track, but for this to be a title track, and for them to promote this first, good job, because this song would definitely catch people's attentions. because it's such a hard-hitting song. It's a little bit different than what's currently out, and it's definitely a big slap in your face, like, hey, we're look at us, you know. They don't seem like rookies. Also, I don't think I've mentioned that yet. They don't seem like rookies. They seem like they've been in the game for a while. That's why I was really surprised at the fact that they filmed in Morocco, apparently. Because not a lot of rookie groups, especially when they're from like semi-small companies, even if the company has a few, you know, really like successful artists and whatnot, especially under the labels, it's like I've never really seen a lot of rookie groups just have like, you know, MVs overseas. That usually comes like later in the debuts, usually. Like later, like sometimes a year later, a couple years later, but they eventually get one. But for them to start off with this banger, So again, simply put, this song was just as good the second time hearing it. I'm really happy that we got a performance version because I really wanted to see the choreo, since my first impression of this was from their showcase. I'm just super excited for these kiddos. I really cannot wait to see where they go from here, and I'm really excited to listen to Treasure. So watch out for the Treasure reaction in a couple of days. So hopefully you guys enjoy this reaction. Do support Ateez. These guys are really hot rookies right now, for sure. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this reaction. If you didn't, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.